welcome back to the shop. You'll see in a minute why I'm set up like this, but yes, I'm still alive. Sorry I haven't shot any videos lately, but I've been doing a ton of little projects that have really kept me occupied. Been replacing belts, my cassette deck, turntable, everything is all dead because of years. I mean, they've been around for 40 years, so yeah, the belts are pretty gone. You go to eject the tape in the cassette deck and the door doesn't even open. So, been finding all the correct belts off of Amazon and replacing that. There's a lot of decorations my wife has outside, statues, wrought iron decorations, so all rusting. So I've been repainting everything, bringing it into the shop here and refurbishing it, restoring it. That, and since I'm starting to play with the welder, doing a lot of funky stuff and learning and experimenting, which I'll show or give the status of where I'm at here at the end of this video. Also, since I've inherited all my dad's torches, teeny little jet, I call it a jet, but most of his torches are missing the jet, which technically is called an orifice. So making little tiny copper parts with like 30 thousandths holes in them and getting that all to work. This sucker keeps rolling away. I just found it on the carpet, the floor, the other day. Like it was missing for weeks. Also making, since I'm drilling teeny little holes, these little nozzles here for the new welder. You can buy them, yeah, but mine are much nicer and cleaner looking. So I've been making nozzles on the lathe, and saw some videos of my E38, which you guys don't know is a 740i BMW. Been upgrading the light bulbs in the car to 6000K LEDs, and it lights up like the sun at night. It's fantastic. Kind of a kick though, because you pull out, okay, so I got the back column lights, you open it up and it takes one size. Now under the door you open up the lens for it and it's smaller, so I gotta wait more time to buy smaller ones and stuff. So that's kind of what I've been doing. So let's get on with why I'm set up this way, my rant and rave. And then I'll bring you over to the other side of the shop and show you the welder that I bought. So, see you next time. Okay, guys and gals, this is just my rambling on here about something I just kind of tuned into, watching for years all these different YouTube videos. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, now a hobbyist who just wants to shoot a video for fun or to help somebody or whatever is not going to set themselves up in a professional atmosphere like this with all the tools or whatever they're going to review or talk about right here, perfect audio, everything. They're going to shoot it at their bench, like Matty's workshop. He sits at his bench, does his intro before he starts machining something, a project, and moves on to Ox Tools. Just stands in front of his machines and gives his intro. A-Bomb 79, all of them. But I'm watching videos like this where they're in this professional setup, so to speak, and you begin to think, wait a minute, you know, why would you do that? Are you trying to help somebody, or you're getting paid, or trying to sell somebody out of something? I don't know, because they're all set up, you know, which one is better, a digital caliper or a dial caliper? So, I don't know. It's just kind of funny, and classic example of it. Everybody knows I've been trying to get into welding here, and I bought the titanium flux core 125 because a number of professional welders, experienced welders, all said that that's their go-to machine. Really? And there's $3,000, $2,000 welders right behind them, and that's their go-to machine. And a kick is one of them too, in another video, said never buy a welder that is 120 only. because you're limited. You need to get the extra current. Well, the titanium 125 is 120 only, and that's their go-to machine. Okay. So, what else to say here? I'm just starting to tune into this. I just wanted to give you guys some food for thought myself. And the 125 I returned. In my opinion, it's a total piece of junk. It wouldn't be my go-to. I couldn't weld with it, and eventually I'll show in another video what I finally did buy that works beautiful. I love it. So, food for thought, guys. I just wanted to share kind of what I've learned so far dealing with welding. And so, yes, like I said, I bought the titanium flux core 125 because somebody in that professional atmosphere that I just talked about said it was their go-to machine. So that went back. I couldn't really do anything with it, and I paid the painful 20% restocking fee. Bought the titanium unlimited 140. Great welder, does stick, flux core, TIG, MIG, I mean everything. So, and I'll get into that more in a minute. So first up, I had bought a helmet because another guy in the professional atmosphere said, yes, welder, this helmet's good. Couldn't see anything through it. And that's when I did that one video asking for help. That went back to Amazon, and there's two places I really don't want to rip off, Costco or Amazon, because you can return anything without questions, really, and they pay for the return shipping. But to me, you know, if you're going to sell something that's unusable, junk, you deserve to get it right back and get ripped off yourself rather than ripping other people off. So I saw another YouTube video talking about this helmet for the YesWelder. I'll put a link to it in the description. This is the LYG-Q800D. And the guy that was talking about this helmet, I read all the comments and everybody was thanking him. They bought it. They're thrilled to death. They can see everything. A lot more expensive. I think this was $90. Bought it and I can see with it. But I had asked a question in his comments because he made a comment, the knob on the side is supposed to be shade, but he referenced it as a darkness knob. You know, I can make it darker or lighter. So I asked the question, you mean darker, lighter, or shade? And he apologized immediately. So I was thrilled that he answered my question and said, yeah, I always do that, but it really is shade. And the kick was, too, this guy was not in that professional atmosphere. He was just standing by his welder. So that tells me, yeah, this guy is just trying to help people. And he answered my question. I actually had two different questions on two different occasions, and he answered both of them. So I wish I could find his channel again. I would put his link in the comments for what it's worth. But okay, so now I got that under control. I've got a helmet. I can see what I'm doing. I've got the machine. And there's a lot of other videos. You know, you can go watch a ton of videos reviewing this machine for what it's worth. First thing is, yeah, there's nozzle gel. I didn't have it. And the 125, I really kind of messed up the nozzle on the gun here. But yeah, and Fortney, I think it's called Fortney. I don't know how you pronounce it. What is this? Because I tried two different types. I bought one particular one off Amazon, and it didn't work really well at all. So I saw this in another YouTube video, and I bought it. Yeah, Forney, F-O-R-N-E-Y. And this works perfect. So that'll stop you guys from experimenting with different gels. They also talk about a spray that you can put on your part to keep the spatter from sticking everywhere. I use a paper towel, rub that stuff on a light film of it on my vise to protect it, and my part works perfect. No spatter sticks to anything. So that's that guy. And I did try stick welding. A lot of videos on what to buy, and there's charts on this. because that worked. I bought Fortney, also flex coated rods. Unfortunately, I bought a 1/16 diameter, and it just disappears so fast. So I have 1/8 on order. I still want to try flux stick welding and see how it works. The flux core works beautifully on this thing. I'm still playing with settings and stuff like that, but what I'm tuning into is, you see everybody has a welding table, and they have things clamped or bolted to the table because the ground clip is connected to the table. So that's their current path. But you don't see, I still got to go and look at some of these other videos when they're doing a T type of thing. I'm not getting it to go up here because there's no current path. The current path is the flat piece that I have clamped in the vise, and the vise has got the ground clamp on it. So I'm thinking I need to do some other, like a double ground, one on the top piece and one on the bottom, to get that joint, T-joint, to weld right. So that's where I'm kind of stuck. The chart that's in here is sort of right. I mean, it's weird. I am still, oh yeah, I'm using 30 thou wire. I bought the Vulcan, which is under the machine right now. And it was like doing a nasty job with the 125, and it's not that great with this one either. But then I saw another video of somebody not in a professional atmosphere using this kind of wire. Bring it up so you guys can see it. I bought this off of Amazon, day and night difference. I'm getting really nice welds. And I can get, on a flat surface, I can do perfect lines all day long. But like I said, I'm struggling with T-joints and stuff. So, and the gloves too, I don't understand that. These are nice gloves. I tried a bunch of them on at different stores. This is the Harbor Freight Vulcan Defender. Tried a bunch of them. They're so thick you can't feel anything. So, Harbor Freight, they don't have medium, so I'm wondering, it's all from China. China people must have strange hands. Why is there no medium on their shelf? So they must have teeny hands. So I tried on the large, and they were still too small, and these are the extra large, and their fingers were like way out here. So my wife turned this inside out and sewed all the fingers shorter and cut off the extra material. But they're nice. They're getting pretty beat up too. So all in all, I've been collecting some different things here, trying different things. So gel, you want stick out, it's going to be a 1/2 inch for your wire to weld. This machine's great. Perfect helmet, like I said, the Q whatever, I just call out the part number. The cart's nice, came off of Amazon, it was $80. It's nice and solid. So I'm just kind of moving on with this thing.